The United States Congress is going to raise the minimum wage to a living wage, $15 an hour.
We don't have to reinvent the wheel. There are just so many projects that demonstrate the value of direct job creation, and we have neglected the public sector for such a long time.
What's the anticipated cost of this? Because if we're talking about $15 an hour, 2 weeks of paid vacation, let's say $10,000 a year benefits, $40,000 a year, we're talking about 25 to 50 million Americans that are earning less than that right now, never mind the ones that aren't in the workforce. I mean, this thing could get really out of control really quickly, Pavlina.
Well, I'm Max Gulker. I'm a senior research fellow here at AIER. I've been here for about 3 years. The job guarantee is a recent policy proposal from several politicians and a bunch of researchers kind of on the left, and it basically proposes to give any American on demand a full-time job at $15 an hour. The federal government's going to pay you, and then your local government's going to say, we need you to do this or that.
This is one of those policy proposals that's just been totally absent for decades in American politics. All you have to do is go back to FDR and his idea of a new Bill of Rights, an economic Bill of Rights, and this is something that he proposed. Republicans who love to pretend like we're the pro-job people, that's who we are. We're in favor of hard work. That's the American way, hard work. And then Bernie comes along and he says, yes, I agree with you. In fact, let's make it so that every American can get a job if they want it and they're willing to work. All of a sudden, the jobs people are like, but what? Oh no, that's a terrible idea. Wait, you want to give people jobs? Gross. Who's pro-job? I'm anti-job.
Yeah. Well, I think we're done.
This is a really concerning proposal for a bunch of reasons, and I've written, like you said, a paper in some detail about it that'll be coming out soon. First of all, it would be extremely costly. We're talking about something in terms of dollars about the size of the Pentagon or even larger and approaching like Medicare in terms of the budget. We're also thinking about putting people, essentially taking them out of a free labor market and putting them into something that eschews all of the signals that we associate with a market. And that's really critical because the market is how we gain information about people's wants, needs, talents, abilities, those sorts of things. And basically you're throwing away that information if you're going to some kind of central office that's going to say, okay, you want a job, you do this, you do that. And that can have a really big impact on the overall economy and on growth overall. So I think for the people who propose it, it's a well-meaning proposal, but they don't understand some really fundamental things about how our economy works. So it's important to get out a rebuttal to that. I'm really interested in breaking down a lot of people's kind of preconceived notions about free markets and what advocates of free markets believe. A free and decentralized kind of market is actually the best way to help people escape from poverty, to offer people healthcare, education, or those kinds of things. I think we often kind of fall into these buckets where we assume that the only way that things like that are going to get provided is if the government does it. And I want to sort of show people that that's not true at all.